Hello everyone, welcome to the Spiritual Hub. It's your girl, Dr. Rose, coming to you with the message of what you need to know today. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and jump in there with the weekend message, right? Weekend message of what needs to be known. Source ourselves of the all. What do we need to know about this weekend? What are the energies of this weekend? What are the energies? Ooh, these cards are wanting to come out in twos. Okay. All right. Then we're going to do a clarification on these. Clarify, please. Clarify these cards. Okay. You'll see that the color schemes are matching. Oh, they want a double clarification on this. Thank you guys for being patient. I hope everybody is doing blessed and wonderful. Wow, you guys. Such interesting energy that we are about to get into right now. Okay, so as you guys know, the first and the last card are the strongest in any reading, okay? So the first card is a victory. Really, really, really loving the energy of this card. You know, victory, blowing a trumpet to me is kind of like, you know, giving a sign, you know, giving a telltale sign of like, hey, this is what's going on. You know, this is a serious event. Pay attention. Take heed. You know, victory is happening. There's no judgment, just joy and safety and peace and joy and thankfulness. And it's funny because now, the energies that are represented by victory and success is the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Now, the Queen of Swords is a queen who, you know, speaks her truth with authenticity. Someone who's not afraid to cut off anything that does not apply for her highest good. Okay, very stable, very firm, very strong. A King of Cups, that's kind of like, you know, that's somebody who's very loving, very unconditionally loving. They can definitely, you know, harness more of an emotional capacity than most without cracking. So they may be, you know, not the kind of person to show their feelings, or like they'll show you how they feel versus telling you. You know what I mean? Like words are not the best way to express a King of Cups, because a King of Cups has kind of like an Aquarian energy, you know, of having the emotion that everyone else has, but having the incredible ability to be emotionally stable by having that self-love and by, you know, inspiring and enlightening others to do the same. And so that energy is what's bringing success and victory. Having those two very opposite energies coming together and creating victory and success energy. So that's what's going on this weekend, right? Clarified by you feel a conflict or defeat. But changes are happening. With the number 5, changes are on the way. You know, you may be feeling like, you know, you may have felt like, you know, you couldn't move forward because you had some type of a stagnation, or you were focused on your past events, you know, and maybe that wasn't helping you to move forward in the kind of an energetic frequency that you were wanting to move forward in. You know, you may have been looking for the light, looking for people who were motivators and, you know, healing others and, you know, determined to help others. But you now understand that you are the light. So you are looking for the light in other people when you're meant to be the light for other people. Okay? So now that you've realized that, that the changes do really come from within, it's like you're moving forward, putting down burdens. You're like, it's not, the past is not to be ashamed of. It's not to have regrets. It's the past is to show you your growth. Because the things that you accepted, the things that you did in your past are no longer resonatorily vibrating with the energetic frequency that you are emitting currently. And with this, Page of Cups energy that's coming in, I feel like this is, very passionate people, similarly passionate to the things that you're wanting. You're wanting stability of commitment. And it's like commitment is being met. Morals, standards, goals, contracts are being met. People are working together and shining their own personal lights, which is helping each other's lights to shine brighter, to emit that higher frequency to get those things done. And in process of doing that, while one is harmonized, the other is harmonized. And that's what's bringing the balance to an overall situation. Not even romantically, just having that harmonious energy of I respect you, your boundaries. You respect me and my boundaries. And we have good intentions for one another and for others. And that's why harmony and peace is here. And it puts you in this energy of a Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, has an empire, has a stable foundation, growing, prosperously, and, making those stable adjustments and constantly tuning to a higher frequency vibration to bring in a higher frequency vibration once being integrated, then turning that energy into a solid energy. And you may fumble a little bit. You may even have been like, I didn't even know it was going to go like this. But I had faith that it was going to be good like this. Right? You may not have known how, but you knew the energetic frequency that you were going to be on because that's what you accepted. That's what you expected. Because as a energetic being in an energetic world, you understand that you can manifest, which makes you a magician. Someone who can be like, okay, I want, that Oprah lifestyle, helping other people. You get a car, you get a car, you get a house, you get a house, you get land, you get land, you get help, and it's like bringing that into fruition by being an energetic manifester who can show vibrationally, visually, energetically, phonetically, and, with the voice, a energetic frequency of a moment tunnel vision. You know what I mean? And that's how that foundation got stable. That's how that foundation that you have, really came along, was by having faith, by having joy, by having good intentions, and by loving yourself. That's what brings that foundation of those things in. Yeah, taking control over your life, to control what you can control to the fullest. Control what you can control to the fullest and let the rest go. What you cannot control, you cannot control. Control what you can control, and you can control it. And that's the epiphany. That's the revelation. That's the clarity, to the energetic frequency equation of how do you get from here to here vibrationally, internally, externally, raising your vibration, syncing your vibration to move you forward to the vibration that you want without changing your frequency, just changing your surroundings. How you do that is by having clarity of your foundation, of the things that you can control, and integrating that visually and phonetically into what you can't control. And that brings the duality of reality. Okay? And yeah, it's interesting because sometimes you may feel as though you've suffered enough. You feel like, oh, okay, I didn't sacrifice, I didn't suffered. Now it's time for my reaping, for my rewards, for me to get the harvest of my fruits. But you have to understand, you constantly, plant seeds. You constantly harvest. You constantly, get the fruits of your labor. And it's interesting because when you get to that energetic frequency of being stable, you realize the instability of others. And as others naturally compare and contrast themselves, a person may feel so inclined to feel like, hey, you got to help me because, you're in a better position. Or, hey, you changed, or you got to be this way, or I can't believe you're being that way, because you raised your energetic frequency. So you're noticing the changes, they're noticing the changes, but it's not a negative thing. It's an inspirational thing. It's like, okay, let's figure out how we can get you on this energetic frequency, or let's find out how we can work together to raise your vibration without lowering my vibration. You know what I mean? And different things like that. Sparking a light. Think of it this way. When you take a match and you light something, it does not take away the light from what you had. It simply transfers and causes another light without taking your light. And once we understand that you can suffer and grow to a point where you can help, but you can also be at a point where you need help and you could be suffering. But you have to understand, what about your vibration, what about you puts you on whatever frequency you're on. So if you're on a positive frequency, if you're on a good positive intention frequency, then you will inspire others to do the same. If you are on a negative, lower vibrational frequency, then you're going to see a lot more of people of that same energetic frequency. So you have to be the change that you want to be. And I feel like that's what you know. As a Queen of Swords energy, a Queen of Wands energy, you know how to manifest, you know how to align yourself, you know how to manage yourself. So now you're taking that, that energy and meeting someone else with that same energetic frequency of knowing how to manifest. And these are business partners, family partnerships, all the kind of relationships that you can have. And you're meeting those people who are on the same, manifesting spree, energetic, abundantly attracting energetic frequency. You're meeting people on that frequency so that the two of you can come together, share manifestational dreams, visualizations, and move forward, helping each other to enlighten and expand each other's light, thus expanding the world's global light. And that's why teamwork makes the dream work. And that's how the energy is successful, but still feels a little bit of suffering, because you have to have the good with the bad. So if you are, abundantly blessed in the physical, then, or in a financial way, then in a emotional way, you may be lacking, if you, or in a spiritual way, so you have to know how to attune those frequencies to move you forward towards a better vibration, you guys. And this is the weekend read. I hope that this has helped you guys. If you'd like to book a personal session, readings are only $44. My Cash App is the HappsOnCrapps. HappsOnCrapps. I'll tag it to the post below. If you would like your personal reading session, counseling session, visualizing, or anything like that, just give me an inbox, give me a call or comment below. Stay blessed and never stressed. Much peace, much power, much love.